Okay, now I wish we could be selling you all of this delicious food.
The food, right?
But we're actually going to be presenting you a great way to keep your food warm. What do you do when you have people over, you're entertaining? You need to keep the food warm because nobody wants a cold meal, but they're coming in and out at different times. How about a warming tray with stay cool handles with a very large surface area for under $44, an easy pay of $14 and change. This is the wonderful Mark Gill. If you haven't yet had a chance to meet Mark, Mark has wonderful, he has a YouTube show. He's been all over the place. He's got a great, wonderful personality. We're excited to have you.
Well, thanks for that. I'll get you your 20 bucks in a minute. Listen, if you are the host, the hostess, the entertainer, the cook, you have to have this in your house because, to your point, not everyone shows up at the same time. And the toughest thing in the world is to get everything ready at the right time. So all of this food that's out here is to just start to pique your imagination with what you can use this for. So listen, a lot of times people just think it's for party nights, it's for the big events. It's not, you guys. This is for any time you're serving hot food, whether it's something for the game, whether it's snacks, you know what I mean?
Yes.
You want to be able to keep this hot and perfect throughout the whole thing. So whether it's the first period or the third, the first quarter or the fourth, you want that cheese to be nice and stringy and pulley. You want that pizza to be steaming. You want those dips to be beautiful. And the only way you can do that, other than sending people back to the microwave with what you've spent the last 3 hours cooking, and they're going to zap it, is have something that gently keeps it warm. So you've got a beautiful tempered glass top.
Yes.
You've got our awesome Prepology colors, which are so much fun. And look at this. You've got the complete control over the temperature. So,
and
listen,
Mark, let me just tell everyone that that's the tomato that you're looking at. So Mark was showing you the tomato option, and then we only actually have one other color remaining, which is the stainless, and that is more limited, only 450 to go around there. Another color has sold out, so it's just the tomato or the stainless option.
I got the tomato. My whole house.
Tomato's great.
My Prepology kitchen's tomato.
I love that.
Right? So we're going to give you low, medium, and high. So here's what that means. Low, we're going to set at you about 120 degrees. Medium's going to come at you at about 195, and high's going to dial up to 265. So this is capable of real heat. Now, you know, more solid food, I'll switch places with you here. More solid food, you're going to want to set it on low because solid food holds onto the heat a little bit longer.
Got it.
And then as food gets kind of, you know, thicker or runnier from your dips like we've got here to your gravies, to your soups, you'll start to turn that up. If you're unsure, just set it at medium. But now listen, this is almost like it's going to be therapy for me, okay? It's Sunday. You've invited everybody for dinner at 4 o'clock. You started cooking yesterday at noon.
Exactly.
4 o'clock rolls by, you know who's there? Nobody, right? But all your food's out.
But you know who shows up at 6 o'clock? Everybody, or better yet, around 4:45, everyone shows up.
And you can't feed them right away.
No.
Got to have a drink first.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? So what ends up happening is all of the foods that we've spent so much time preparing and loving.
You see all the steam
Look at this,
there?
and exactly the steam and the cheese. This is what you want to serve your guests. So whether they're on time, whether they're 2 hours late, this is the food your guests get.
Yes.
Sometimes your desserts get ready at the same time.
Yes,
what do you do with that? Like we said, the biggest challenge when you're doing a large party is having all the food come out together at the same time with the right temperature. So if you can take that need out of the equation, then you don't have to stress so much about when things are ready. And I love that.
You're exactly right that it's not even just about the parties. It's just, if you make a nice meal for your family, well, a lot of times we want to go back for seconds.
Exactly.
And when you go back for seconds, everything now is cold. So you have to throw it in the microwave, or you just deal with it and have a cold seconds helping. So instead, you can use this daily and even place it in the center of your table and have your food stay nice and warm throughout the entire meal.
I'll tell you what, you got anybody coming for the big games this weekend? I know I do. Boy, that's hot. I'm taking one for the team there. Listen, nice and steamy, right? Maybe you've got the wings out. Maybe you've got those cheese sticks out. Maybe you've got all of those great little finger foods out for the game. Make sure that it tastes the same in the fourth quarter that it did in the first. And when it comes to containers and what you can put on here, anything that's oven safe, anything that's heat safe, even down to the smaller pieces that a lot of times people don't think to put on there. You get these beautiful desserts, and then you reach for the icing, and it's all congealed and cold.
Your gravy has like that skim on the top.
How about keeping that nice and perfect and hot and steamy to go with your bread puddings, to go with your cobblers, to go with your pies, to go with your cakes, to go with everything, like I said, that you've spent all day, maybe all weekend, maybe all week, trying to get right for everybody who's going to show up 20 minutes late.
This is one
the
of
way
those.
to do it.
It is. It's one of those items that once you get it home, you're going to say, why didn't I do this years ago? You're going to be using it time and time again every single day for all of your meals when you have people over or just when your family is eating. Two color choices, the beautiful tomato, that's what Mark is showing right here, or we have the stainless option. The stainless looks very kind of catering, they both look beautiful. And the surface area, so it's going to be a 15-inch by 12-inch. So as we're seeing here, you can fit multiple casserole dishes, a full sheet pan here. You've got lots of size.
Exactly. Now, listen, you don't put food directly on the top, okay? You always want to have it in a dish. So just to take you on that quick tour again, that nice big tempered glass surface. It's a beautiful piece. As functional as it is, it's nice enough, to your point, to leave out on that table so you're using it all the time. There's two handles so you can move it around and also carry it, which I love. While we're doing that, look at the profile. Holy moly, a buffet server that you can fit in a space that small? You're kidding me, right? The feet that are on the bottom, if you've got your lovely trays, your tablecloths, whatever surface you've got, this raises it up enough off the surface you don't ever have to worry about what's underneath. You've got that beautiful Prepology to remind you how much fun you're having in your kitchen. I love that. And remember, you've got that cycling thermostat in there. So that means that when it hits that temperature, low at 120, medium at 195, and high at 265 for your soups and your chilies and such, this is going to reach that temperature, shut itself off, hang tight, and then kick back in when it cools down. So all of that food is going to get served at exactly the temperature you wanted to serve it at. Even your breakfast bar. This is where I like to say you don't have to have the big party and everything going on. Just a simple breakfast, because that quiche is going to get cold.
Oh, I love
quiche. The colder it gets, it's no good. That bacon is going to get gummy. The sausage is going to get congealed. But when you can keep everything, and by the way, an oven tray is a great thing to put on this, without a doubt. Take it right out of the oven, pop it right on the tray. So from your pizzas to your snacks to your breakfasts to your big party get-togethers, make sure that temperature is exactly where you want it to be.
You can do it with Prepology. You have the stainless choice, but if you're looking at the stainless, now only 400 remaining. A few more than that in the tomato, a beautiful warming tray. It's glass, it has those stay cool handles, and if you went out to retail, you should be paying $58 and change. So for $43.98, a really great option, and you save $5.50 on shipping and handling. Now, Mark is going to be back with us with my pick of the show. I love something that